So you put the foolish ambitions of Godrick to the rest. Congratulations, and now you have your very first great rune. And therefore, it's time for you to move north to the Academy of Raya Lucaria and claim your second great rune from the slumbering queen of the full moon, Rennala. But why is she in this state? What happened to the mighty queen of Caria? What is her story? Rennala's story begins with her adventures in mountaintop of giants, a place that she and her kin would call their home, where her people would cohabitat with the fire giants. This was long before Queen Marika the Eternal and her Order of the Earth Tree has established complete control over the lands between, much less over the mountaintops of the giants. Here, Rennala would find out that she had a talent for sorceries. A young astrologer, she would often gaze into the stars looking for guidance. She would one day encounter the power and the beauty of the full moon, which would enchant her, and she would then forever adopt and follow it. Sometimes later, Rennala with her kin would move into Liurnia of the Lakes region and would join Academy of Raya Lucaria. In the Academy, she would charm others with the combined power of her and the full moon, and she would be bestowed with the title of royalty. Rennala would henceforth establish the Carian royal family, ruling over the region of Liurnia of the Lakes as its queen. But soon, war would come to her kingdom. Radagon, a champion of Queen Marika, would invade the region after establishment of the Age of the Earth Tree by Queen Marika the Eternal. His intentions were to annex the region under the rule of his queen, but he and his Knights of the Earth Tree were no match to the mighty Queen of Caria. After failing to subjugate Liurnia of the Lakes in two subsequent wars, Radagon the Red would see the folly of his ways, and he would repent his territorial aggressions, cleansing himself with the celestial dew. But these wars would have a profound impact on both Radagon and our queen Rennala. Enthralled by the power of each other, they would both profess love to each other and subsequently would get married at the Church of Vows, uniting the House of Earth, Tree, and the Moon. Together, they would have 3 children, Radhan, Raikard, and our waifu, Rani. But their happily married life not last long, as sometimes later, the first Elden Lord, Godfrey, would be stripped of his grace and be exiled to the Badlands. This would prompt Queen Marika to call back her champion Radagon to her side, to be her consort, to be her Elden Lord. But before leaving her love and then Queen Rennala, Radagon would give her one final gift, an amber egg containing the great rune of Unborn. But this betrayal, it would first break Rennala's heart and later it would break her mind. Consumed by the grief, the heartbroken queen would slowly lose her mind and would end up devoting herself to the grim art of reincarnation.
I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Clutching the amber egg left to her by Radagon close to her in the memory of the love she had for his husband, realizing that their heartbroken queen was no champion at all, the Academy would finally rebel against the royal family of Caria, and the lakes of Liurnia would plunge into a civil war with its queen held hostage and locked away in the grand library, destined to remain tangled in her own delusions forever and ever. But winds of change were blowing, and her destiny was about to have another twist. As you, the tarnished, barges open the door of a gilded cage in an attempt to obtain another great rune.
Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Rennala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Huh, let's go. Never mind. I have a feeling. Don't let her fucking do anything, bro. Don't let her do anything. Oh my god, I did it!